Well, happening around the state, businesses here in South Carolina are now bracing for the impact of changes to the federal tariff policy. This all comes after the Supreme Court overturned the president's 10% global tariff, with President Trump vowing to find a legal avenue to keep that policy in place. News 19's Josie Frost is breaking down what it means and how it could impact your wallet.
On Friday, the Supreme Court declared tariffs imposed under the Emergency Economic Powers Act are illegal. Then the president signed an executive order placing a temporary 10% global tariff under a different law. And it's not clear what's to come down the line. Experts tell me all of that creates uncertainty for the economy here in South Carolina, and it could impact businesses and prices.
When those were announced, the large brewers bought every bit of the product that was available. That left people like us scrambling pretty hard.
Scott Burgess is the owner of Beer Keller, a German-style brewery in Columbia. They source almost everything from Germany, from their hops to their wheat. And their aluminum is in short supply now, too. All products that have been subjected to tariffs. Burgess says they've seen the prices of their supplies increase by around 15%.
Sometimes we'll see notifications from our suppliers saying that look for a price increase. Sometimes we will just simply see the price increase. So the uncertainty is a big part of it, and that affects how we plan.
Steel and aluminum have seen some of the biggest impacts, according to Dr. Joseph Von Nessen, a research economist with the University of South Carolina. He says that means higher costs on cars as auto parts and raw materials become more expensive.
A lot of vehicles that are manufactured in South Carolina are still utilizing parts from around the world through a global supply chain. So that affects the pricing of those vehicles and of those parts.
The new global tariff that the president imposed is temporary, but Congress could extend it. Dr. Von Nessen says that economic uncertainty could have an even bigger impact on businesses.
Businesses have already been dealing with a lot of economic uncertainty over the last year. That's one of the reasons we've seen a slowdown in hiring. And that's likely to continue for the foreseeable future as this back and forth on tariff policy really shakes out.
The new executive order on tariffs is expected to go into effect on Tuesday. In the studio, Josie Frost, News 19, WLTX.